Remember, the movement doesn't have to be so big. Very good. So in our seated position, our legs straight. I'm gonna pull my left foot in a little bit more, and then try and pull my leg across so that my knee is pointed forward as much as possible. This side seems to be a little bit harder for me, so I'm just gonna try my best to hold it with my hand. And then remember engaging your other foot as well, just making sure it's pointed up. Good. Now just reaching for the shin and pulling yourself forward if you can. Nice, very good. Just relaxing now. Okay. Let's have both feet inwards as best we can. Your back is straight and try and push down on your knees. Very good. Then we're gonna put our hands on the ground and just use the weight of my upper body to help bend me forward. Hmm. Nice, very good. Ease off. Okay. The next one we'll do just from our back this time. Okay. So just right from here, we're going to bend our knees from side to side. Not bend, but like swing our knees from side to side, so that we get that rotation in our lower back. You want to go nice and slow this one. Okay, good, very good. Let's have our feet off the ground, trying to keep this 90-degree angle in our knees, and then same thing. Try not to use your hands to push off the ground. Okay, just try and let your muscles engage to pull your knees back up to the center position. When you feel that tension. So you'll get to a point where you'll want to start to push off the ground. That's normally when you want to go back over towards the middle. Nice, very good. Seated once again with your legs just wider than your shoulder hips. We're gonna bring our left knee to the ground so that we're in this position here. Okay. So just straight from here, normally we'll look back, but this time I want to sort of push my head forward into my knee. You're not gonna go super far. Okay. It's more about getting that outside stretch in the hip. Yeah. So you can even feel like where your hip bone is, and like the muscle that just goes right over top of it. And mine is pretty tight today for some reason. Good. Now instead of going forward, we're just gonna use our gaze to look back at our heel, and then same thing, try and push forward. You can see when I'm doing this, the movement isn't super far. Okay, we are in a pretty compromised position um, with our leg like this, so you don't need a lot of movement here. Good. Let's bend that leg back and then bring that knee as far back as we can. And then I want to try and bring my head to my front toe using my hands to direct how much force I want to put on the outside part of my hip. Okay, good. So just straight from here, we're gonna push off of our hands, and our back leg is going to maybe this angle's better. So and our back leg is going to just extend so we can put it on the ground. So it'll look like this. So right now I'm sitting on my right hip. I want to move forward so that I can lift my back foot, outstretch it, and then most of the weight is going to be on my hands, and I'll try and sit down into into my hips. Just be careful with this one. Use your hands as much as possible to be able to direct how much force you want to put on your hips. Nice, very good. So, pushing off your hips still, sorry, off your hands. Turn your foot, turn your knee outwards so that you can sit a bit more comfortably. And then bring your knee in, back to our original position. And we'll go over to the other side. And from here, so just starting from here first, trying to bring my head closer to my knee. Once again, you can feel for that muscle just over top of your hip bone. Seems like both sides are tight. Nice, very good. Reaching back, trying to bring my head to my heel now. Nice, very good. Pulling back the leg and going forwards into my foot. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna push off our hands once again, lifting our hip. So for this one, so you're not putting too much pressure on your back foot. Oopsie. Uh, you can try and one sit more along your sit more along your shin bone, okay, and then just sort of try and open up your hip from here. The movement is not directly forward because one, we are not creating that right angle with our leg like we normally do. Gonna be here, and I'm sort of gonna pretend like I'm sitting on my heel, like I was like this, directly over top, but it's more here. So I'm sitting off to the side of my heel. You'll find that this one puts less pressure on your hip and your back foot and your knee. This one might puts a little bit more pressure on the inner part of the thigh. relax. Nice. Okay, good. So next one, we're gonna have our right foot over top of our left leg. Okay, trying to bring it in as close as we can. My left leg's gonna bend inwards. Okay, use my opposite hand from my knee to pull inwards from here. Nice, very good. Now I'm just gonna take my hand over the top. My right hand reaches back, making sure my shoulders don't sink forward. Okay, I'm trying to bring them as back as I can and turn from here. So for this one, try not to push off the hand that's over top of your knee. You're trying to just open and turn so that you align your shoulders. Nice, very good. Let's move back. Unlock. First, good. Using my opposite hand, so because I'm using my left knee, I'm using my right hand to pull inwards. Good. Putting our arm around and turning. Nice, very good. Easing off. The next ones we'll do are just from our back here. So uh, for this one, we can just have our foot straight on the ground. That will create more pressure rather than having um, our left knee up. Okay, so I'm just going to interlock my fingers so I can grab right behind my side, not right at my knee, just underneath my knee. So just straight from here, I'm going to try and pull as far as I can and then try and extend so that I can completely straighten my knee. If you find that wherever you're pulling, you can't really go all that far because you feel that tension, go lower down, okay, and try and find where you can extend your knee all the way. You're not trying to just keep it in that position. You're trying to extend, hold there for a couple seconds, and then release nice and easily. Good. Now try and have your leg in the most comfortable position while trying to keep it as straight as you can. And then we're just gonna pull back from here. So you can see my leg is not completely straight from here, but I'm just trying to pull it up so I can feel the stretch in my right hip. Nice, very good. So you'll find that if you bend your knee quite a bit, it'll be easier for you to pull your knee upwards. It's not really what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to keep our leg as straight as we can so that one, we feel that tension on the back part of our thigh there, and also the front one. Good, relax. Ooh. Okay, other one. Start nice and low so that you can figure out where you can hold your leg so that you can completely extend it and only focus on the extension. You're not really trying to focus on the pull. Yeah. Nice, very good. Okay, good. Trying to keep it um, at a comfortable angle, and then you're just gonna pull the leg towards you, like you're trying to do the splits. Make sure you also have your other foot engaged. Your foot is not turned off to the side. Should be straight up, so that you are engaging the muscles in your opposite hip as well. good. Relaxing. Oh, let's see if we can do this one from here. Okay. So, just like when we do the back stretch where we put our our stack our hips and then pull our knee to the ground, we're gonna try and do the same idea. This time, we're gonna have the leg extended, and then we're going to try and bring it up as high as we can, just straight from here. So let's see. Maybe this angle's better. Away from here, so legs extended, and I'm just using my hands to bring it up as far as I can. Trying to make sure the knee is locked. Nice, very good. Relaxing. Let's go to the other side. So stacking your hips first, making sure your shoulder is still on the ground. Okay, start by locking out your knees so that you figure out what range you can go at, and then just slowly use your other hand to bring it up. You can also try and put your foot on the ground, so it acts as a little bit of a stop, but most often you're gonna use your hand just to keep it up there as much as you can. Nice and then relaxing. Oof. Good. Okay, good. Now just straight from here, we're gonna lift our knees inwards into ourselves so that we can try and bring our knees to the ground as much as far as we can. Okay, once you're there, grab your toes and you're gonna pull downwards from your toes. So from this position here, so open up the knees, grab your toes, making sure that bend is still there, and then pushing down. Try and make sure you're not pulling your foot over top of itself. So you're not pulling your pinky toe over top of your big toe. You're trying to keep it flat and pulling straight down into your hips. Good. Now straight from here, we're just gonna extend one foot as far as we can. Coming back, and then we'll do the other one. Extending the knee as far as we can. If you can't grab your foot, it's okay to grab your ankle just above your ankle, and still it's the same thing. You're probably not going to be able to put that same amount of downward pressure, but you can at least still extend your knee. Nice. Relaxing. Okay. Start from here, feet together. And we're just gonna try and push downwards onto our knees with our hands. Still staying on our back. Try and make sure that the outside edge of your foot stays connected to the ground. Okay, so if you're here trying to open up and your feet are not together, you won't feel the same amount of pressure on the inside parts of your hip. And you'll find that even not a lot of force, not a lot of pushing force with your hands will create a lot of tension in your hips. Nice. Let's relax. See how much time is left? Okay. All right. Let's just do one more here. All right. So for this one, we're gonna go back towards going with our foot bent on the inside here. My other foot's going to be completely straight. Left hand across, right hand behind so that I can push myself forward from here. Make sure you're not pushing your shoulders forward too. My shoulders are back. Nice, very good. And switch sides. Last one. Oh. All right, let's get into our